And we're back. The results are in, and it turns out in 2020, conspiracy realities outnumbered conspiracy theories.
So you laugh at it because it's funny. Like, JP is fucking hilarious. But then you think about it for more than a minute and you realize that it's not really a joke. It's a scary fucking reality that we are now living in a world where the conspiracy theories are now realities. And the theories aren't theories anymore. They're facts. It's fucking weird. We literally live in a world now where we know that pedophiles are at the top of the fucking elites. We have people like Jeffrey Epstein, Henry Savile, all these motherfuckers. Literally Epstein flying a president on his plane that is called the Pedophile Express, having a president fly on it 26 times, hanging out with royalty, Prince Andrews, hanging out with Epstein after Epstein has been convicted as a pedophile. We have people like Henry Savile literally having 450 counts of child pedophilia put against his name over a 50-year span. We have Prince Andrews giving one of the weirdest fucking interviews I have ever seen. I'll play a clip for it a little bit later, and I'll fucking link it down below. Go watch it. 40 minutes of, I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. We now have the top media organizations of the world banding together to push an identical agenda. We have the top companies in the world, Amazon, Apple, Google, Facebook, all pushing for the same thing. We are now living in a world where the elites are showing their cards to the world, showing that they are in power and that they run the fucking show. I'm going to play this clip about the fucking media and their involvement with covering up the Jeffrey Epstein story. This was leaked by Project Veritas. If you haven't subscribed already, go check out their channel and fucking subscribe. You will not regret it.
For 3 years, I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew.
We've come to
So this is a clip from that Prince Andrew interview.
Buckingham Palace in highly unusual circumstances. Normally, we'd be discussing your work, your duty. We'll come on to that. But today, you've chosen to speak out for the first time. Why have you decided to talk now?
Because there is no good time to talk about Mr. Epstein and all things associated.
All things associated. Child rape. That's what he means. He means child rape. All things associated. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
Threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me everything. She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton, we had everything. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it. I'm so pissed right now. Like, every day I get more and more pissed because I'm just like, oh my God, what we had was unreal. Other women backing it up. Hey, yep. Brad Edwards, the attorney, 3 years ago, saying there will come a day when we will realize Jeffrey Epstein was the most prolific pedophile this country has ever known. And I had it all 3 years ago.
We have the mainstream media on video covering it up. Then we have a president come forward who the entire mainstream platforms attack, call a Russian spy. The worst insult you can cast to a person who is running for president is to call them a Russian spy. They throw everything they can think at him, and that person still fucking wins. Then, towards the end of his presidency, in one of the weirdest, I think I'm allowed to say that word, weirdest elections of all time, where 5 swing states, come forward, have actual Senate hearings about the misconduct that happened during the voting system, where there's literally video evidence of people sending home the official ballot watchers, sending them home, and then continuing to count for hours without anyone observing the votes that they tally up. We have voting machines that record massive peaks of votes that cannot physically be counted in that time by those machines. We have, during one of those hearings, people coming forward, IT professionals, saying that those voting machines have Wi-Fi capabilities that they were able to hack into while the hearings were going on. In all these states, we have the weirdest election. And then the person who won gets 81 million votes, more votes than any other president in history, beating the person that they were running against, who got 12 million more votes than when he ran the first time. Strange times. Then, after the election, we have articles like this. Whoa! Nearly a third of Democrats believe the election was stolen from Trump. November 19th. So after the election, we have what? 33%? A third, right? Of Democrats, that's the winning side, thinking that the election was stolen. A third of the winners believed that it was rigged. Then that president, who at the time was still the president, gets removed by all of the giant tech platforms in the world. Twitter deletes him. Now, delete is my word. I'm sure they've got other fucking fancy words for it, suspended or blocked or removed or whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. They deleted him. The sitting president of America, the land of freedom of speech, has his speech removed for him. Not by one company, but by all of them. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of them remove him. That may not be their terminology, but fuck their terminology. They removed him. Then they start saying, well, fuck, maybe he can go use another platform. A Facebook alternative. A Twitter alternative. Okay, so then there is one app that starts getting a lot of traction. It's called Parlor. So then what happens to Parlor? The most powerful companies in the world, Google, removes this app Parlor from their app store. Apple removes Parlor from their app store. But don't worry, you can still download it off their website. So what happens next? Amazon, the largest company ever, right? Removes this platform from its servers, completely crushing it. And as of today, it is still not up and running yet. A true freedom of speech platform removed by the most giant tech companies that have ever existed in the world. There's an old poker saying, right? Don't show your fucking hand, because when you do, you lose. But for some odd reason, the elites, the news, the mainstream media, the most giant tech companies in the world, all have a coordinated attack where they remove this guy. His competition, Biden, has his son's laptop left behind at a computer store with evidence that he was colluding with a Ukrainian conglomerate to get on the top of a Ukraine energy board, of which he has zero experience, and starts earning $1 million a year wages. To then they hold polls afterwards, right? Now, polls are a bit sketchy because who the fuck takes polls? But they hold polls afterwards to Democrats saying, if you knew about Biden and his son, would you have voted for him? To which 10% of Democrats say no, they wouldn't have. We have these tech giants deliberately not allowing that information to spread on their platforms. So we have a clear agenda for the first time in history. These elites performing this conspiracy, which up to this point in time has been held by conspiracy theorists that are getting high and talking shit on YouTube. Then we have for the first time these tech conglomerates linked together and deliberately interfere in an election by not releasing that information to the voters. What the fuck? Conspiracy theories are meant to be conspiracy theories. They're meant to be a group of fucking dickheads getting together, smoking a heap of fucking weed, getting high as fuck, turning on fucking YouTube and watching and learning about the fucking Rothschilds and how they own all the fucking money and all this bullshit nonsense. NASA faking the fucking moon landing to bankrupt the fucking Russians. You watch it for fun. They're not meant to be fucking real. And now we have legitimate evidence of pedophiles at the top fucking rings of society hanging out with presidents and princes. We have the media, the top media companies in the world banding together to push an agenda. We have the most giant tech companies ever pushing the identical agenda, all working in tandem together to push this ideology. We then have those same media conglomerates that have called Trump a Russian spy and a Russian plant. The worst insult you can give. We then have those people, once Biden gets elected and gets put in, we then have stories like this fucking shit.
Those lights that are just shooting out from the Lincoln Memorial along the reflecting pool, it's like almost extensions of Joe Biden's arms embracing America.
I thought it was a great speech. I thought this was the best inaugural address I ever heard.
What the fuck? What the fuck, man? This is real. This isn't some fucking theory anymore. JP is right. This isn't a conspiracy theory world anymore. This is a conspiracy reality. Then we have a Chinese billionaire getting in front of 1 million viewers and telling them all that he owns the next president. Listen to this.
身边特朗普政府跟我们打贸易战，那么我们为什么搞不定特朗普政府？啊，为什么以前1992年到2016年之间，中美之间各种问题都能搞得定？是不是？大家发现没有？所有的危机，不管是银河号事件，还是炸大使馆，还是撞了飞机，所有事情全部是床头吵架床尾和，2个月之内搞定。什么原因？啊，这儿我抛出一个可能又要是暴论了，就是因为咱们上边有人，啊，就是我们在美国的权势核心圈啊，我们有我们的老朋友。
What the fuck? Also, good luck trying to find this fucking video on YouTube or Google. I wish you fucking luck. I wish you luck. So we are now living in a world where the conspiracy realities outnumber the conspiracy theories. I don't get it. The elites have shown that they are the ones running the fucking show. They have revealed their hand to the world, and there has been no consequence for doing so. It has now become fact that they run the show and that the rest of us don't have a fucking say as to how it should be run. When they can shut down the president of the most powerful country in the world and have zero recourse, what the fuck? Where do we go from here? I don't know. I wish I had answers for you. I really do. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to have a fucking answer. I don't know. I know that we have never been in this time before where it has been so obvious that they are no longer covering up the truth. It is out there. It is out there. It is known to the world, and nothing at this moment is being done about it. Where do we go from here? What do we do? I don't know. But this is the world we are now living in. Where do we go from here? I don't know. I wish I could tell you guys. I wish I could, be more positive in this video. I'm sorry this video is so fucking down. I'm just showing you what the fuck is happening. I'm just showing you what they've told to the fucking world. So I don't know. I don't know where we go from here. I don't know what we do now. I don't know. I've got more content coming in the next couple of days. If I'm still here. So like, subscribe, share it round. Hopefully I'll still be here. I think I will, because I don't think they give a fuck if anyone knows anymore. So I've got no fear that they're going to come after me, because I don't think they give a fuck anymore. It's quite obvious that they don't give a shit who knows anymore. So have they reached a point where they're so powerful they can't be taken down? Because they don't seem to be afraid anymore. All right. I guess I'll see you all in the next one. All right. Catch you then.